Hey everybody, it's Nick here with Black Dog Vintage and Antiques, and hopefully you just came from Dee's sale, from the Thrill of the Thrift sale. Welcome to August's Drop Hop. I am Nikki, Black Dog Vintage and Antiques, and I would like to thank Patrick with a Trusty Huckster Mercantile himself for putting this together and inviting me to be part of it. Thank you very much. After you watch my Drop Hop, you're going to travel on down the train. Vintage Vinny is next. I will link all of that below, and if you found me by accident, when you're done here, make sure you hop back at the top of the train and work your way down. We're still kind of near the beginning, so you're okay. How this is going to work, I'm going to show you an item. You're going to see the item, not this, you're going to see the item, and then I will give you a price and a number. You just enter that number in the description box below and you're good to go. Please make sure I have all your shipping info. Boop. I need all of that in order to get your item to you. I am currently shipping from New York. I only accept PayPal, and I do use Pirate Ship, and I will combine shipping if you've bought from me earlier in the week, I should say. So let's get on with the show. Okay, so first up, I have this set of 3 Burwood wall hangers. We've got 2 butterflies and a little vase. These are made out of plastic and meant to look like milk glass hobnail. They do have their little hangers right there, both of them. Right, and then this one's almost like a little wall pocket vase. It does have a little space where you could put something that's like maybe some fake flowers down in there and hang on the wall, and that's where you'd hang this one on the wall. They're relatively small in size. Misplaced my silly trusty little ruler here. This one's just 4.5 inches, and I believe from edge to edge these are both 5 inches. So if you're interested in the Burwood lot, they're going to be $12, number 19. Okay, next I have up these butterfly bamboo coasters. So this is a set of 5. So there's 1 right there. Got 2. This guy, he's a little bit paler. This guy's a little pale too. 3. I like this one. I like the different colors there. 4, and I do not believe these are real butterflies, but I could be wrong. 5. That one kind of looks real, right? So a set of 5 bamboo, very boho cottagecore butterfly coasters, and if you're interested in these, they're going to be $12, number 10. Okay, next up I have this really, I love the paint, the glaze on this McCoy planter. It's just lovely. So this is going to be great for your more shallow indoor plants, some of your succulents. Depth-wise, it's about 3 inches, and then width, we got about 6. And like I said, I really love, it's almost like moss on a stone. I really like that. And it has this nice little almost infinity edging to the top there. Really pretty. A couple different shades of green on this. Very earthy. Love this little planter. So if you're interested in, show the bottom, right? Show the bottom. If you're interested in the McCoy planter, no condition issues, it's going to be $10, number 13. Okay, up next I have some pressed flower. Now this is in between some acrylic here. I love these. I think these are awesome. So it's a nice round circular disc. We've got some ferns, really pretty plant life in there. It does have a fish wire hanger, which will hold up. It is already ready to hang there. There's the little opening right there. And in diameter, this guy is 6 inches across in diameter. So really pretty to add to your pop of boho decor there in your windows. And if you're interested in this piece right here, it's going to be $8, number 8. Okay, up next I've got the rattan wicker trivets. This one's my favorite though, I have to say. There we go. I think it goes this way. It's a fish. It took me a while to see it, but it's a fishy. It's a fishy underwater. There, see, now that you can see it, you can't unsee it. So these are all about 8 inches in length or in diameter. So this is the most vibrant one. And we've got the smushy. This is kind of what I do with my straw wrappers. The smushy one. Looks like a pretty big sun or a sunflower. I like that one too. And then the coils. This one is pinks and blues, or peaches and like light blues. This one here is more of a burgundy and kind of a seafoam green. Yeah, kind of like a seafoam green on that one, with little pops of peach and the newt jute color. And this one's much more vibrant. So if you're interested in the set of 3 trivets, they're going to be $10, number 5. Okay, up next, I got this really gorgeous, I love Royal Copley, but this one is one of my favorites because it has that Art Deco vibe to it. So it is ivy. We have a neutral, almost ivory and ivy, and then the black base, which I love. Now there is some crazing, there you can see the crazing. And the inside is in fantastic condition. I don't think this thing ever held water, although I would love to see that happen. All right, so let's see. This stands 7 inches tall, and no chips, no cracks, no condition issues with it at all. But if you're interested in the Royal Copley vase, it's going to be $12, number 2. My little pop of color for the end of the year, for the end of the summer, the harvesty season, where we start really kind of enjoying everything we put out to plant. And these are just kind of bright and vibrant in that way. So these are faux salt and pepper shakers done by Avon. They are very hippy dippy and very boho, and I love them for that. They're supposed to be kind of based on a Pennsylvania Dutch design, but I love the bright yellow and orange of these. So there's the faux shaker top. This one still has its sticker. This one does not, but they're both in exactly the same condition, and I just love them for their display purposes. If you have one of those like darker 70s kitchens that you're trying to celebrate and you just kind of want to have some decorative pieces to kind of put out on your range, these would be great for that. So if you're interested in these, it's going to be $5, number 18. So I'd always try to bring a little bit of everything. I'm bringing a little bit of jewelry this time. So there we go. I am a Virgo, and we're coming up on Virgonian season here. As a matter of fact, I almost named my channel the Vintage Virgonian, but I was told it kind of sounded silly. So I love her. She's on a brown background there. She is kind of a water bearer there. Most women in cultures, that was their job, being a water bearer. Now, what's great about this one is, come on back to my camera. There we go. It can be a pin. You can wear it as a brooch. There you can see it has the rollover clasp. We have a little bit of pokey right there on the edge. You could also wear it as a necklace because it has a bail right there. So kind of a capuchon. There we go. So you can see kind of gold brassy tone, so kind of capuchon based. It's not really a huge guy. I think it's about an inch. Yeah, it's about an inch big in the oval length there. And if you're interested in the cameo brooch, it's going to be $15, number 9. Lost where I was. These next pieces are really pretty. I kind of thought they would fit in really nice with people who like to do a little bit more on the pale side decorating for fall. I know there are lots of whites, and even pastels have recently started making its way into fall decorating. But these will also hold over into winter. These are a set of 2 leaf dishes. These are Occupied Japan pieces. They do have some wear to the gold. The gold that was there has worn away. It isn't quite as predominant. They're both very shallow little dishes, but I love the idea of popping these out for fall and just kind of, where's my camera again, placing them on a table and then just letting them have a little bit of fun with some pumpkins thrown in between there. They are small, so let's see, this one here is 4 inches. This one here is the same, so they're both 4 inches in length. And if you're interested in these guys here, they're going to be $5, number 15. So this is a true wall pocket. It's actually a double wall pocket. So it has the space down here, and then it has the space here. It does have 2 nails for hanging, but I would use like maybe a nice piece of piano wire there as opposed to actually hanging, you know, with the 2 nails. I know people have done that. I feel it's a little dangerous. This is a ceramic piece. It is done by Ardco, and it has the great panels and leaves on it. And it is a basin and ewer. So this is the ewer bit, this is the basin bit. Really in excellent condition. It still has its sticker, which I think is awesome. I can see this being in a really pretty bathroom, maybe black and white bathroom. Just something to add a little bit of feminine touch. Let's see, this guy is about 8 inches tall, and then at its widest point, probably about the same, but 8 inches this way, 8 inches this way. No condition issues, just a really pretty little piece. And if you're interested in this, it's going to be $12, number 12. Right, we're going to switch gears a little bit. This is a little bit more, well, it's from the 80s, so it's a little bit more modern on the vintage side. This is a left-in piece, but we're sticking with lots of the florals and the butterflies I have going on in this one. So this is a little ring holder down by left-in. I believe this is 1986. Let's see. I think it says 1986. Yeah, 1986 there. So it's got this place for your rings. Come back to the camera. And really pretty pale peach and white flowers trimmed with black and a little bit of a gold rim that goes all the way around there. I love the little 3D butterfly detail on this piece. So tiny little baby, pretty little ring holder. Great place to actually pop those rings instead of in a little jar like I do all the time. So if you're interested in this little guy right here, it's going to be $8, number 6. I'm going to kind of stick with that 3D butterfly theme. Here I have a Holly Hobby piece. This is a little trinket dish. It's a leaf. I love this little piece right here that's like folded over. And then we've got the 3D butterfly effect right there. It is white ceramic. I believe this is actually fine bone china, trimmed out in gold. And of course, I keep forgetting to take my stickers off. There we go. So there we go. Holly Hobby. I don't know if it's going to focus. I believe this is 1979, if memory serves. No condition issues. This is actually almost in perfect condition. And for my Holly Hobby fans out there, I love this. Just kind of like sitting. It's very fall-like too. So I think this would look really pretty, even hanging out with those Occupy Japan pieces. Look, it looks like it's all from like the same collection. I kind of like that. So it's like fall, literally, has fallen on your table. So this piece right here, because it's more of a diameter thing, about 5 inches in diameter. So if you're interested in the Holly Hobby trinket dish, this is going to be $10, number 4. More leaves, what can I say? Fall is coming. It is my favorite time of the year. It is probably the only thing I'm going to miss about the Northeast is watching the seasons kind of change and having that like nice crispness in the air and drinking pumpkin spice and feeling like I should be drinking pumpkin spice. So I'll let you know when I move if I actually really miss that at all, because I might not. So sticking with that, I've got this weeping gold leaf dish here. It's 22 karat gold. Hand painted. I'm just trying to read it and not blow up my camera. Yeah, and somebody, that's all it says in the back there. Somebody was nice enough to do the tape so that this didn't get scratched or dented. It's some kind of tape they put around the bottom there. That this piece is in excellent condition, 6 inches across, right there. And I love the little weeping gold bits. This would actually be great. This is a piece you could leave out from fall into the holiday seasons, well into Christmas because of the gold leafing design. It's really pretty. I think gold leaf can be over the top, but done in smaller pieces, I really do like it. So if you're interested in this piece here, it's going to be $8, number 17. Next up, I have a twofer. These are little snowflake dishes. I actually have some leaf ones, but I like the leaf ones and they're staying with me. So this is Bleak. These are snowflake dishes. These would have come in multiple sizes. So this is one of the smaller sizes. Then they even had bigger sizes. But I am such a Bleak addict because it is so wafer thin. Like, it's unreal, and in the right lighting conditions you can see, almost feel like you can see right through it. It's so wafer thin. Oh, I got a fuzzy on that one. I will say the color is just slightly off from one to the other. Like this one I feel is a little bit darker than this one here, but there are no chips or cracks, no condition issues with these. They are 6 inches across, and I do think they make nice little serving dishes, but I like them more for their ornate nature. I have my leaves sitting down on either side of one of my McCoy planters that I am not growing anything out of. I just have some really fun pictures kind of coming up out of the dirt. I don't know, it was a weird artistic moment for me. So if you're interested in the Bleak pieces, they're going to be $15, number 1. Everything I've been showing you kind of has this organic, natural nature vibe to it. And this piece does too, with a little bit of the oddities thrown in. And I kind of like that surprise, that little bit of weirdness, that quirkiness. So this is a creamer. And I'll start by showing you the pretty bits. So each tier is like a little ruffled tier. So we've got blues on the bottom with double roses going all the way up. And like I said, it is a creamer. This is made in England. But then when you turn and you see her face, look at that. It's kind of a little creepy because her face is a little eerie because she's all in white. But there's just something very, very, oh, come on, camera. There we go. Very, very unique about this piece. Totally. So let's see, this guy here, she is 4 inches tall. So she stands 4 inches tall, and she's got a beautiful heart-shaped face there with purple bow and these bright blue eyes. She's even got some slight laugh lines and frown lines, which I love, but the face is a little like pale white. She's very Elizabethan in that respect. But she is a little creamer, and I do really love her. She sits out on my shelf and she kind of makes me smile whenever I see her. But I am ready to pass her along. And if you are interested in my lady creamer, she's going to be $8, number 14. Another one of those things I pick up whenever I can. My grandmother made these and I inherited hers, and I love them. They were green because it's my grandmother's and mine's favorite color, and they came in 3 different sizes, but these two different colored greens. So this one is a little bit more like kind of spring, or end of summer into spring, or end of spring into summer, I should say. I'll get it right eventually, guys. Forgive me, I'm still recovering from the holy mess my ears are right now. And then this one right here is a little bit more in the fall or 1970s vibe to it, with the darker green and the yellow. So this is the back of the piece. It's got the great fringe on it. These are great trivets too. These work fantastic. And then the back of the piece this way. I like this one because this one you can kind of really see the like little flowers they were trying to do in there. And they're almost hexagonal in shape. They are 8 inches in diameter, and they are the exact same size. So if you're interested in these crochet trivets, they're going to be $6, number 7. Okay, up next is the first of my 2 little pixie guys. This one is definitely screaming fall. He's got little orange and yellow, almost like an Amberina outfit going on, right? He's got some little mushrooms, or weenuses, as I like to call them. He's going out weenus hunting. That's why he's got a little pail there. And behind him is this really differently painted stump because it's in the gray and brown tones, which I love these colors, very neutral. So little tiny baby planter. He has no markings, or somebody might have painted over, which is kind of where I was leaning to. Somebody had some fun painting down there. But let's see, this guy is 4.5 inches. Oh goodness, my camera's doing weird things today. 4.5 inches tall. He's got beautiful, beautiful eyelashes. He's waving, super friendly. It'll be really fun for fall. So if you're interested in the elf planter, he's going to be $15, number 20. It's like looking down on a lily pond. That's kind of how I look at this guy right here. So this is my Gilner elf. He does have, and I'm going to point out right away, he does have a little nick. It's missing just a tiny piece right off his top. But when he's sitting, I didn't even notice it when I picked him up. It wasn't until I got him home and I went to set him down. I don't know why I was holding onto his head. I was like, wait a minute. But his face is still really nice. He's like pondering the world right now. Sitting on my little boat, pondering the world. He is a really great size piece too. So let's see. This guy is 7 inches from leaf point to leaf point. And like I said, it's all about the environment, this kind of naturalistic thing I'm bringing you this week. And if you're interested in my cute little Gilner elf here, he's going to be $15, number 11. This is one of my absolute favorite pieces. This is a very delicate, fine ceramic, although it doesn't list what kind of, it could be fine bone china too, and that's kind of where I'm leaning there. Victorian chocolate pot. So here's the top. Got a real pretty, almost sunflower looking top to it with little fern details. And this is a peachy pink into a green that then fades in, same on the top up here, fades in. You can see that little bit of peachy pink that fades down into this beautiful green. So Victorians loved the color green. And all the gold is in excellent condition. This whole piece is in really lovely condition. The only condition issue is right here, right in the spout right there. We've got a little bit of chippage. There's another piece right there. Little tiny bit of chippage. But this piece displayed, and you'll see it in the photo when I show you the photo, because my camera's doing weird things. Here we go. Is absolutely gorgeous. So without its top on, we're at about 9 inches, with the top on a couple of more. Even the inside of the lid here is in really good condition. It's just kind of amazed. This is one of those pieces that probably for the most part sat. It probably got that one chip and that was it. It just sat the rest of the time. So if you're interested in my real pretty Victorian chocolate pot, it's going to be $15, number 16. And the final piece is going to be this cute little guy. I like him. He's so adorable. This is an ironwood otter. He's got really neat little sculpted whiskers, or carved whiskers, I should say. Cute little eyeballs. He might be holding something and having a little fun there. Otters are great because they're playful. Maybe you can look upon them as being one of your spirit guides if you want to bring back some of that playfulness into your life. It does have a really nice flat bottom. And sits really cute there, keeping the spirit of nature there alive. So if you're interested in the cute little ironwood otter, he's going to be $10, number 3. I want to thank you all for hanging out with me. I hope you had a good time. I told you I had a little bit of a like cottagecore, boho kind of thing going on this time around. Just kind of stuff that I had sitting there that I wanted to do a show, and this seems like the perfect time in August before we get to back to school. Although some of you are back at school, right? Before we get to the craziness of the beginning of the holiday rush, I kind of wanted to get this out there. This is kind of like a chill vibe, right? So thanks for hanging out with me. Please make sure I have your information. Make sure you give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, hit that like button down there below. I'm getting it really close to that 500 mark and would love to hit it before my birthday next month. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to follow the drop hop right on down to Vintage Vinny. He is next. Link in the description box below. And I will see you all next time. Stay swanky and stay classy.